first, we're gonna talk about the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer that came out this Monday. Very interesting that this got released on Ryan Reynolds' Instagram and YouTube
and his own
channel.
YouTube channel, right?
And it's got like at least when I saw it had like 27 million views. And I don't know if
that's
it's
more than the MCU's official account, which is hilarious.
Is it?
I mean, last time I checked the MCU one, it was like at 11 million. So
wow,
Well,
I think the first Deadpool and Wolverine trailer is the most viewed trailer of all time at this point, by the way.
Right, because of the Super Bowl numbers. Right.
But I mean, just in still crazy.
Still very crazy.
So we finally got kind of more of the story going on, and we finally got our first real look at Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine.
A lot of details in this trailer, for sure.
A lot of details. This is going to sound negative, but I'm still very excited about this movie. This trailer did not excite me as much as the last trailer, if that makes any sense.
I think when you like look closer at it, like they are showing us like two parts, like two very small parts of this movie. Like it feels like, and to me, I'm like really excited because they're showing us so little, but giving us like details at a time that like are important for this movie. So like they're not showing us too much, and I think there's so much more we don't even realize what's coming or don't even know like what will happen, and that's a great trailer for me. Like I'm happy with this trailer for sure.
I agree. Yeah. Like I'm not disappointed. I'm not looking forward because I am. I think I just felt a little, I don't know. I just wasn't as excited. And maybe it's just there was the anticipation, building up to it coming out the first time. I think it was more Deadpool centric, and then the Wolverine stuff is like I love Hugh Jackman, but it was kind of a bit more sad, which makes sense because the first trailer was kind of showing like Deadpool's headspace, and now this one's kind of showing like the Wolverine headspace.
Right. But I really love how this trailer starts off because like you have the classic Wolverine in the bar, just getting drunk on
Canadian bar.
Right. But what's like amazing right off the bat is that the bartender's like, yo, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Get the hell out of my bar. And like immediately, like that's interesting. Like why would Wolverine be being treated like this? But like throughout the trailer, you keep getting these lines like the I think the Tom Wambsgans, the actor who plays him, his name is Paradox, it seems like.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what did he say? He says Wolverine let down his entire world. Deadpool yells, well, hold on. I said blah blah blah.
Wow, he said all of that.
Yeah, he said blah 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 blah.
Oh wow.
And then
dramatic.
He says, "Is that what you said when your world went to shit?" And
he said blah 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 when his world went to shit, and somebody said, "Is that what you said when the world went to shit?"
Yeah. I'm sure we're really confusing the listeners right now.
What did Wolverine yell?
No, I said Deadpool yelled this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said Wolverine.
No. But yeah, you keep getting this theme that like Wolverine has, basically failed in that universe that he's from. And I don't know if it means that like he's like if the anchor theory is true and like he's the anchor of that world and like now he's left it and that like that his whole universe is gone, or like if it's more simple than that, like he just failed to save everyone and now his world is like in a bad state, It
might be that. It might be what I've been seeing some people talk about, which is like this might be the same Wolverine from Logan before Logan, and somehow this is the event that caused all the like mutants to like be killed off, and then it left the world in like a worse place. Right, but like there was there was something that happened. Like, we don't know exactly. We know it's something like it was with Charles, but like we don't know exactly everything that happened. So maybe like Wolverine could have done something and he didn't.
I mean, everything I've been hearing before this trailer came out is that this Wolverine is not a Wolverine like we've seen before. You know, like
it might not be
a different one. You know,
it might not be, and
Right.
it might be that like I'm gonna guess that it's not that the entire world is gone, because it seems like people would know who he is and that he did something bad.
True. It does seem like they're living in the world that he's messed up in. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. So he's maybe not the anchor of that universe. Probably not then. Or maybe because I mean at that point an anchor is like supposed to keep like the universe together, and he's kind of failed, right?
Right. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because either Cassandra Nova, who like obviously is confirmed now as gonna be at least a villain
of the movie, right?
Seemingly. She seems like she's hanging out in like Ant-Man's huge head in the void.
Right. We got a ton of details on her. Like you said, she's in the void because you see Eliath like twice in this trailer.
Right.
And who's like the big dragon at the end of the void. And then
Cloud monster.
Cloud dragon, right, whatever you want to call it. And then you get that she's living inside of Ant-Man's helmet / skull, which is wild. I want to know the story, how he died as a giant in the void.
I don't think we're gonna get it. I think it's just gonna be like,
I don't think we're gonna get like the whole story, but I think we'll like there's gonna be a line about like how this came to be in the void, you know? Like I don't think they're just gonna be like, it's there, you know.
Honestly, super creative way to make a lair, you know, like the mask opens up.
To me, I got like vibes that like they maybe were inspired by like the Nowhere head, you know, like that people were living in nowhere, and this is another giant head they could use, you know.
Much smaller head.
Sure, a lot smaller. Sure, but still pretty massive for somebody to be living in it. So
sure.
Yeah.
It's like a single family home, sort of almost.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then you get some good action with her and Wolverine, where she just effortlessly is, right, just moving them around, and then I think what's less clear, but I think is kind of confirmed, is that she's able to open like portals, because when they're jumping into the portal at the end of the trailer, she's standing right behind them. Like she's basically like looking at them like jump with her arms crossed, you know. So and from what I've heard online is that she has those abilities in the comics to like do that kind of shit. So
maybe
I think it's possible. Like I think people are expecting like a Doctor Strange type character to be doing it, but
it looks like a Doctor Strange like sling ring.
Sure, right. But maybe something else can make those kind of rings. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe she stole one of the slings.
Maybe. Or maybe she ends up being like a helpful part to them.
That's what I kind of get the feeling is like she's helping them at the end, right? And so maybe like they come to a sense of agreement and is like, okay, I'll help you, you know?
Something gives me the feeling that she is not the villain, and I'm going to double down on the fact that I think Tom Wamsgam is the villain of this movie.
You think Paradox is the villain? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, with a name like that, like he could be a villain. You know, like that's a very interesting name. Yeah. But yeah, you know, we also get some really great action with Deadpool and Wolverine in this trailer. A lot of really violent stuff, you know, like stabbing him in the groin and shooting him a ton in the ribs. And it's just, I love that. I love the sign of like where like the movie's going. It's going to be a crazy, like gory action fest. It sounds like, you know, you see him like killing a bunch of TVA members and there's a ton of blood in that. And you're like, this is what I want. This is everything I want a Deadpool movie to be at the moment, you know?
Yeah. And I do like the backstory that like he's recruiting him. Deadpool's recruiting Logan because he has experience being this hero. He has this experience saving, like trying to at least save a world where he doesn't have any. Like he's just been kind of like a mercenary. And so like I like that idea. I want, like, he does say in the trailer, which who knows if he actually sees the future, and it's like, you know, one day you're gonna hang up the claws and a lot of people are gonna be sad. Right. I don't know if that was just a voiceover thing for the trailer or not, but it might be in the movie.
That was at the end. I thought that was at the end of Deadpool 2, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that those lines are at the end of Deadpool 2.
I don't think so. We're at the end of Deadpool 2.
The end credits scene. Like there's a scene in that, you know, like that, basically that montage where he's time traveling around fixing things.
Right.
And he goes to, you know, the Wolverine or X-Men Origins Wolverine and shoots himself. And like I remember that scene. I'm pretty sure those lines are in there.
I think he's like, "You're welcome."
We'll confirm it. We'll confirm after the trailer. And
I feel like this is new dialogue because Logan came after Deadpool. No. Actually, Deadpool 2 came after Logan. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
I guess we don't know at the moment, but you can yell this in the comments who's right. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think this trailer showed off a lot of cool stuff. Not a lot of cameos, which is nice. You get to keep that as a surprise. And
I did see that Rob Liefeld, who's the creator of Deadpool, say that there's going to be the best action scenes since Winter Soldier. Which do you think that the best action sequence in the MCU is in Winter Soldier?
Probably not, to be honest.
What would you say the best one for you is?
Maybe Endgame, like with Steve and Thor and like beating up on Thanos. Like that's a pretty iconic one for me. I also like recent memory is like the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 tunnel scene was great. Like I love that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones in the MCU. I mean, it's not like a ton, but definitely has been better since Winter Soldier, I would say.
Because I do think that they're talking about the one with when Bucky's facing off against Cap and
in the street
and Natasha in the street. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I think they're talking about too.
Which, like, to be fair, but then you could also say the fucking elevator scene. So
yeah, there's some good ones. There is. Yeah. And then him jumping up onto the jet that comes in front of him and just playing frisbee with the wings, and it's just a lot of good action in that movie. Like he's not wrong. Like it's a great action movie.
He's not wrong.
But yeah, the best since, I think there's other contenders.
It's hard for me to think of any, but maybe there is.
Yeah.
Because I guess I'm thinking about like straight like one-on-one like blow for blow kind of thing.
It's a really good. It's quick, but it's a really good one. It's Thanos versus Hulk. Just that they're straight up just like boxing with each other, and like man, Thanos just dogs Hulk. Like he just has his way with him.
Yeah, but I think like it is good, but it's like because it was computer, like it was acting. Like they did have the motion capture suits, but like there's a lot of stuff that they
sure
make happen.
Sure, yeah.
So I guess I'm just assuming he's thinking of like how a Daredevil hallway scene is, where it's very like well choreographed.
Surprisingly too, that reminds me, that Echo first episode scene with Daredevil coming in, like that was a great action sequence.
It was a great it was, but I wouldn't say it's better than anything in Winter Soldier.
I agree. But it's still a good one for the MCU.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm still insanely excited about this. Trailer was great.
Yeah.
I have no idea where they could be jumping to at the end of the trailer. I think they clearly like edited that out. I think in the movie you're gonna be able to see what they're jumping into.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even have any theories for that.
Watch, they're jumping into Endgame.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
They're not going to.
Yeah, I think it's going to be even bigger than that, you know?
Bigger than that.
Like, I think...
That's the biggest event.
In a sense, like
in a sense.
Look, I'm not saying like what would be more exciting, like us to go back to something in our own timeline that we've seen already, or to like for them to be jumping into like Fantastic Four universe or something, you know, like the originals. Like I'm just saying, like, on an excitement of like universes we haven't really been to.
I think to see Elektra.
Yeah, that's the one. But
she'll be in here.
She is going to be in here. She is. It's confirmed. So, but yeah, not everybody from that 20th Century Fox universe is, though. So we will see who they're jumping to.
They're jumping into Lou Ferrigno's Hulk.
Totally. Yeah, that I would be shocked if they go that far back.